like this. Go. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. All red bottoms looking like I walked on the scene. Homicide damage with the pills. Young nigga came up still running from the system. Caught his homeboy stealing out the pack, so he clipped him. Been feeling down, need somebody for the lift. He been fighting with his girl cause he said it down feel him. Mama said that he got drugs in his system. New image old me, so they miss him. How the fuck I supposed to act with my father in the prison? Tell another nigga listen, back then I ain't listen. Real player with some young niggas round me crib. With some old heads out of jail, leave a nigga miss. Lot of money, but they still don't understand how I'm living. From the streets to the can, either way I'm living. I'ma rip a nigga up 1 second in a minute. Tell a nigga hit me up if he really got tension. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. What I say? Press the button and the door open up. Let my nigga out the whip. Ain't no shooting out the rave. Got the back and the front sold up. Tell him spin around the block right before you catch a play. Came home, started selling AA. Got some dog food on me with some egg in the case. Got a K right in my home if you ran in my place. Put a bullet in his dome once it exit his face. On my knees, praying to God, telling him I'm going home if I don't live up to going hard. One night I ain't go home, girl, acting crazy cause she mad that I'm living like a star. Bitch, I'm straight up out them trenches, I ain't never had a heart. And I'm plugged in the socket, I ain't never had a car. And you want the fancy things, so you better play your part. Told that bitch you don't work, then I swear you gon' starve. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. Like a star, yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit sports community and around the world. Welcome back to the morning after. I'm so sorry. I've been on the road the past 2 days getting home. But we're back. Lauren, obviously, thanks for joining as always. Can't wait to get started. How have you been? How have you been?
I've been good, dude. How have you been?
I've been good. Just doing some stuff at home, visiting some family members.
Yeah.
You know, just doing the do. My parents saw my arm tattoo for the first time. So that was quite the interaction. My dad just grabbed my arm last night and just poked it with his hand. He just grabbed my arm and just did one of those. And I was like, yes, it's our last name's motto in Gaelic. And then he just went to bed. So that one was tough. My mom was like, just no more, promise me no more. So finally had that conversation, which I feel like was long overdue, but we had it and that's good. You know, that's good.
Dude, I feel like both of the tattoos you've gotten are like kind of like, they're not bad, right? Like they're like, they mean something to you, right? Like I could definitely, it was like, you just got like a fucking like sword on your you know what I mean? But it's like, I would think they'd be fine with it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think my mom is just more so the one that's weird about it. I mean, she was like, you just can't get any more because now nothing's going to be more important than the two that you have on. And I was like, well, we'll see. We'll see. So, you know, it was just funny to finally have that conversation. Felt like it was a long time coming. Joshy, how are you doing? Haven't talked to you in a minute.
I'm good. How are you? It's funny. I've actually had that same exact conversation with my mother as well. The exact same one. Promise me you won't get any more.
It's like,
it's just the mothers. I feel like the dads are an easy sell to just be like, whatever, fuck them. The mothers feel like my mom was like, you know, that ink gets in your lymph nodes and it doesn't know where to go.
Okay. Yeah.
It could drive you crazy. And it's like, okay.
All right.
There are like Native American tribes that have their full bodies tattooed. They live till like they're 100. I don't know if that's the criteria for why I shouldn't get a tattoo.
They might just look like they're 100.
Yeah. Maybe she's right. She might be right, dude. She might be right.
Oh.
She'd be right. I tweeted it last night. I just wanted to talk about it for a second. So my dad booked like this dinner at this steakhouse in our hometown. And whenever I come home, like, I don't know what it is. I think because I generally eat pretty well in Dallas and I cook for myself a lot. And then I come to like this suburban town in New Jersey where they just use every single ingredient over the top, I guess, or something. I don't know what it is. Went to the steakhouse, got a 12-ounce fillet mignon, and it was so good. But dude, I had full blown food poisoning last night. Like threw up 2 times, was battling on the toilet. Like it was a war scene. I kept having to text my buddies from home, and I was like, dude, send the reinforcements over the hill. Like I don't know how much longer I can take.
Dude, what do you think caused it?
I don't know, dude. I had the steak with a side of Brussels sprouts. So I had the filet mignon with some Brussels sprouts, and then I had like this shrimp dish to start. Might have been the shrimp dish. Could have been the steak. Could have been the Brussels. But dude, I was in.
How fruit he was yesterday.
Yeah, I was in a bad spot last night, and every single wager I had was losing simultaneously while I was fighting for my life. So that was cool.
Just go to sleep.
Well, that's what I tried to do, dude. But then you get the stomach pain awakes me.
Yeah.
I'd be on TikTok trying to fall asleep, and then all of a sudden, somebody, it's like that little cartoon. He's got the TNT box, and he goes like that, and I'd be like, okay, I got to get up again. And then it's either I was throwing up or the other option. But it was tough, man. It was tough. But I'm fired up.
Had to be the shrimp. I feel like filet can't really. You could eat that like raw, and you'd be fine. And Brussels sprouts ain't getting you sick.
It could have been, dude. It could have been. It could have been the scrimp. It could have been the scrimps.
Might have been.
I've got a bad rep with the scrimps too.
You do.
So it could have been. It could have been the scrimps.
You're kind of breezing over that. It could be Pacer fans trying to take you out.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. It could have been this new waiter was there. He seemed like he might like the Pacers.
That happened to me when we went to Tuscaloosa. Just got sick out of nowhere. I'm like, they're trying to take me out, aren't they?
Yeah, they might have. It might have been a calculated attack. But I'll tell you what, I'm still here and I'm ready to go.
Let's go. Game 1.
First time chatter said, Elsie, I've been tailing some of your picks for the past couple days. Hashtag there will be better days. Hashtag soon, please. Here we go.
Hashtag not happening. I don't know what's going on. Like I literally, I can't do anything right. Like Mike, I don't know if you were following yesterday or like saw what I posted.
First of all, you fucked us with the candles because the minute you posted that bullshit, my day was ruined.
100%. And I've never messed the candles up before. Like I've always been able to like get the candles to be in a circle. Yesterday they were not having it. But I posted this 3-man and it would have hit, but I don't know if you saw Walker Buehler for the Red Sox pitcher got ejected in the 2nd inning, dude. I don't even remember the last time a pitcher got ejected. But everything
that's insane.
Like, literally, like just new ways to lose. It's new ways to lose. Like I couldn't believe it. We were just sitting in the office. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like I don't know if there's a voodoo doll of me out there. I don't know.
Just reinventing ways to lose coin.
Literally reinventing ways.
I mean, that's baseball, dude. It'll happen. I haven't been. I had one good day the day before, then a nightmare day yesterday. I haven't been able to smack a Prize Picks in what feels like weeks. There just feels like weeks where Prize Picks is really dialed, and then weeks where they're undialed.
Yeah.
And like when they're undialed, it's just maybe my picks aren't as move shit as they normally are, and it feels like they've been dialed recently, and I've just been getting murdered, dude.
I love that way of thinking about it. Like when you're losing, it just means Prize Picks is dialed.
Yeah, they're way more dialed than I am, dude. There's nothing I can do to counteract them being that dialed.
Yeah. Couldn't just take the opposite side of it.
A really funny development I wanted to talk about really quickly is have you guys seen that couple that's going viral where the guy will be like, people that my girlfriend shouldn't know who they are?
Yeah.
And it's like on the TV.
Yeah.
So I saw one of those videos and it was like them being like, all right, we're going to compromise. Like the one where it's like the girl always gets what she wants. And it's like, I want Chipotle and she wants sushi. So we compromised and got sushi. Like, you know, one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And so they made one where they were like, we want to see if Billy, like what happens when Billy gets it, like the way he wants it. So it was like this kid, Billy's day, like her boyfriend. And in the video, he's like, I wanted to watch Pat McAfee. And then she goes, and I wanted to watch Netflix. But we compromised and watched Pat McAfee. So then I commented on the video because I was like, oh, maybe get some W marketing, get a little W plug here if he likes the Pat McAfee show. Maybe he'll like what we're doing over here. So I go, should try watching the morning after on the Bookit Sports YouTube, Bill. He responded like almost immediately. And he was just like, big fan over here, Mike. And then I was like, drop me a parlay, let's pay for some drinks. But it looks like he actually deleted his responses. So that's kind of
no way.
I'm looking right now. It looks like he deleted his responses to me. That's fucking nuts.
Okay, cool.
All right, Bill, it's on site now.
So Mike's just
now you're making me look like an idiot. Now Bill's making me look like an idiot. He literally responded. He was like, dude, big fan over here, Mike. And I was like, you could see it looks like I'm talking to myself now in the comments of this video. I was like, wow, you're goated, Billy. Drop me a parlay. Let's pay for some drinks. And then he dropped me a parlay, and now it's deleted. But shout out Billy Howard on TikTok, man.
Might be schizophrenic.
Hopefully he's tuned in today. All right, let's run the graphic. There's a lot that happened in the world that I would like to talk about. Obviously, we're going to start with what happened recently, and then we'll get to the Knicks preview, I promise. But Josh, let's run.
Before we
the
run
graphic, and let's talk about some ball.
Just read that. That's great.
She wanted to bet LA. She wanted him to be deleting the comments. They might delete the comments. I knew it. What's his girlfriend's name? Hold on. Don't run the graphic yet. Shout out Snowman. That was a fucking perfect comment. What's her name? Do we know her name, guys? Maybe she doesn't like me. Maybe she was like, can't be going back and forth Mikey Overs.
Dude, is it the guy that has like a little bit of flow? Like he has like the middle part?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I did see it.
It's this one, like these videos.
Yes.
I'm sure you guys have seen these.
Yes.
Yeah. And I commented and then he deleted his comments back. That's crazy. That's messed up. I'm going to have to shoot him a DM because he followed me on TikTok too. So, Bill, I'm upset. Josh on the graphic. Uh-oh. Something's happening with the laptop, getting a lot of noises. All right, we're back. Welcome back to What in the World, the news thing in the morning after. Talk about what happened in the world last night. I just want to start with something that I feel like happened a couple days ago that I haven't been able to address that I tweeted about a bunch. I mean, Josh, I guess if you want to send me full screen here, if nobody else wants to be involved in this part of it, I would understand. But there's just like, obviously, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have gone at it once again, and I tweeted about it a couple times. It's now turned into this completely sideways argument between Ryan Clark and Robert Griffin III, which I think is just a complete waste of time between everybody. Not that anyone needs my opinion on that brain dead conversation that they're having over there on that side of the internet. But I'd like to bring it back to the main point, which is that at some point, Angel Reese is just going to have to grow up. Like I've never seen a grown woman or a grown person act like such an immature child in every single situation that they're put into in the public light when they want to be a public figure. And it's just starting to get to the point where I feel like we need to reach a precipice where she either grows the fuck up or we just stop talking about it. Because from her actions last year of when Kennedy Carter, whatever the hell you say that girl's name, I think she's playing in Russia now, bodies Caitlin, and Angel Reese gets off the bench and is clapping in her face. And Caitlin Clark goes through a year of basically being tortured by every single WNBA player and getting hard fouls and everything like that. And then we have a basketball play, by the way. If you watch that play and think it's anything other than a basketball play, you need to get your brain checked, where Angel Reese actually with two hands pushes Aaliyah Boston from behind. If you watch the full clip and not just one that ESPN is going to push out, Angel Reese pushes Aaliyah Boston with two hands from behind. Aaliyah Boston clearly didn't know that two hands were going to hit her back, falls to the ground, and Caitlin Clark is standing there going, uh-oh, ma'am, my teammate just got assaulted over here. Would love if maybe you put that whistle in your mouth and blew it. And then she turns and goes, oh, wait, the person that pushed her now is a wide open layup. I'm going to do what every basketball player does at every level of the game, especially when the other players moose shit at free throws and can't do anything other than hit a layup after getting her rebound for the fifth time and is probably a bottom 5 player in the WNBA. I'm just going to foul her and make sure that she doesn't get a free layup, because free points in a basketball game is pretty bad for the team that I play on to just give up free baskets. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to go for the ball, but I'm going to do what every other person does in basketball, and I'm going to foul her hard and make sure she doesn't get the layup off. And it turns into a race issue, a character issue, a fan base issue, when in reality, that was the most clear and obvious basketball play of all time that Angel Reese, because she's so mature, just decided to take personally. And I just feel like at this point, it's just ridiculous that this is becoming everything that it shouldn't be. Caitlin Clark dealt with fouls 10x that of Angel Reese away from the ball, away from the basket, away from even the game. When you're talking about Kennedy Carter body checking her and getting elbowed in the paint, these are at inbounds plays. Angel Reese had a wide open layup, and Caitlin Clark took a take foul that got turned into a flagrant, and she's over there going, "Oh, you're fucked up for that. Like, you're fucked up for that." Like, I think at some point I don't understand how Angel Reese thinks she's that important in everyone else's mind. Like, I think we are forgetting the fact that if it was just Angel Reese in that draft class, no one in this chat gives a fuck about the WNBA. No one's watching the WNBA. The only reason why we're still watching the WNBA is because Caitlin Clark is averaging like 28, 8, and 9 in the first 2 games. And I feel like at some point we just need to remind Angel Reese that she's not as important as she thinks she is. And Caitlin Clark isn't fouling her because anything other than a basketball play. So I know it's been talked about a lot. I also think it's hysterical that the WNBA finally has fans enough where like they boo them and they're like, "Whoa, what is that? What is that? You can't be mean. You can't be mean to us." So that's actually what happens when people actually go to the games and people actually care about the players on the court and care about the actual sport that's being played. I know they haven't experienced that for 20 decades. When your best player's dying to throw you, it's kind of hard to get fans up and moving and want to cheer for you. But when you actually get a league together that now people care about, there's going to be boos, much like in every other professional sport where fans show up. So it's just, again, it's good to see that WNBA took a summer, came back, and is just on the same bullshit and just makes no sense and is just doing everything wrong once again. But wrap it up in a bow. Angel Reese needs to grow up. That's all I wanted to say. You guys come back if you want. I don't know if you guys have any takes on it. You're more than welcome, but I just need to get that off my chest because that just drove me crazy the past couple days.
Dude, I think I've had the same take on this forever. I think Angel Reese should just admit that she hates Caitlin Clark.
I agree.
She acts like she likes her and then doesn't and show that ever. Like she just doesn't like her, and that's fine. But like, don't act like you're so nice and like you like her, and then you act like she's the bad guy when she comes and follows you. It's like you don't like each other. I would say. I think it's safe to say.
It's also like not that I'm one to want to talk about it. Making this like a race issue is just so frustrating as well because it's almost making it as if you can't actually be a fan of your player or your team. Like Kelsey Mitchell's probably my second favorite player in the WNBA because I watch all the Fever games and she's just got an absolute torch on her. But not liking Angel Reese makes you a racist and it makes you a bad person when in reality, I don't really love Dave Portnoy and a lot of things that come out of his mouth. But the point of like when you're a sports fan, you hate players. It has nothing to do with their like how they look or how they are. It's how they are perceived by your team or maybe your favorite player. I fucking hate Tom Brady. I grew up and he tortured me every single time, every single Sunday. And I hate him like to the core of his guts. If I met Tom Brady today, I would have nothing nice to say to him because he tortured me as a Jets fan. It has nothing to do because he's a white dude. It has nothing to do because he went to University of Michigan. Like it's because of the way that he treated my team. And how much he like just beat up on us. And as a Caitlin Clark fan, like the fact that you can't come out and be like, yeah, Angel Reese, like I hate Angel Reese. She's like pisses me off so much. When like you go back and look at the tapes of like how she's treated like my favorite player in the WNBA, it's just so insane that it always becomes this extra layer of like insanity. And it's just so like I hate Randy Moss. It's nothing to do with him being a black guy. He fucking tortured the corners on the New York Jets for like 2 years. Every time I watched him and he played the Jets, he'd have like 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like, dude, I fucking hate Randy Moss. Like, and it's just like insane that for whatever reason, the WNBA is just so far behind the 8 ball when it comes to like fandom and doing things correctly as a league that it's just, I mean, it's insane. Insane. But that's all I want to say.
Oh, camera unplugged. How did that happen?
Itch.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree with you, Mike. Like, I think it's so just like so forced. It's like, for one, I mean, you have to be careful with what you say, but I don't even know how this is like a rivalry in the first place. They were saying, like, a lot of people were like, this is like if Stephen Curry had beef with like, they say like Draymond Green. It's like, it's just different. it's just two different levels, and it's no hate. Like Angel Reese is really good at rebound, but it's like let's not. I don't even know how the two get brought up in the same conversation. Like Caitlin Clark has already had the most triple doubles in the WNBA when she's played like 42 games, while the people in front of her have played like 500. And it's just
literally.
like it's just two different levels of basketball. But like you said, it has nothing to do with the color of your skin. Like it's just we watch Caitlin Clark because she's electric. Like that's why we watch her. And it's like everyone else is like they're good at what they do, but it's like it's just layups, dude. It's just like it's stuff that we've seen before. It's nothing all that different. But Caitlin Clark, she's pulling up from half court. It's like, yeah, I want to watch that. I don't care if she was black, cool. Like
I literally couldn't agree more. It's like when Carson Edwards was on that March Madness run on Purdue and was clipping from half court. You tuned into every game you watched because you're like, this is insane. I've never seen someone do this before in college.
My second favorite player is Arike for the wing. She's like the people call her like the female Kyrie Irving. She's a boss. Like she's so nasty, and it's like it's just you enjoy watching who you enjoy watching. You support who you enjoy. It has nothing. It's nothing further than that. But yeah, I think the agenda they're pushing is just it ruins the league because last year was the first year I think people were really like giving the WNBA a real shot, like worldwide. I'd say like it had the most attention it's had, and they've just like done everything to ruin that. It feels like, and it's like, why are you pushing these other agendas?
I like it's actually beyond me, and I don't really care for this Ryan Clark RG3 thing. But it's like the fact that that's become now like the narrative of the second game in the WNBA season is just like,
it's actually
completely already lost the plot. We're 2 games in. Over a take foul.
Game, like the first game we lost.
That's what you're supposed to do. Like you don't allow easy buckets. Like Angel Reese is probably way bigger than Kate. Like she has to give her a big push so she misses that. Like it is a basketball play. Like there's gonna be hard fouls. Like at the end of the day, it is a rivalry, and it's like that's just gonna happen. But yeah, I think it's silly when you play victim when you've done the same fouls like that and you pop off because it happened to you. That's silly.
And it's like, did some of the fouls that Caitlin had to eat last year when we did some of our most popular clips and some of our most popular episodes, it's like, dude, if Caitlin was doing that to other players, I can't even imagine what the discourse would be if this is the conversation after a take foul.
Yeah.
A take foul. I fouled my buddies harder on like blacktops.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, and it's not like, and by the way, this is a great comment too. Angel Reese fouled someone before Caitlin fouled her. So it's just like, I don't know. It's whatever. I mean, it's been talked about to nauseum by everybody on every single media platform. I mean, I think ESPN is completely shit down their leg trying to talk about it. But I'm just like, I'm just officially done with like the antics and like, it's honestly just like immaturity. And I think you see a mature player in Caitlin Clark who just never says anything bad, ate shit for an entire year and probably came into this year being like, all right, this is my league now. Like you guys just made me eat shit for a full year and still has not said a bad word about anybody. And someone that is very immature and has not had any sort of growing up at all in the past 2 years and just continues to do the same shit over and over again. So
it's just like basketball. Like I want to become like a big WNBA fan. Like I think it's whatever, but it's just like, yeah, it's really hard when you're pushing these other agendas. It's like, just keep it basketball, dude. Like embrace like the right, like, I don't know. It is annoying because it's just like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Basketball.
Open up my Twitter seeing like personalities that TV stations pay millions of dollars going back and forth about their families. When the actual narrative could have been, in the past 2 games, Caitlin Clark is averaging a triple-double already. But
that's what I'm saying.
Instead, we're talking about families and shit like that. It's just let me gamble on the sport. You know what I mean? I want to open up and be like, I took Arike 3. She went 0 for 3 and be like, God damn it, Arike. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I want.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Something similar to Naz Reid last night.
Dude. Yeah, let's talk about that game for a little bit. Timberwolves played the Thunder in game 1. Timberwolves had a complete disaster in the second half. And, I know Trent's a big Thunder fan. I don't want him to take anything I'm about to say personally because he's talked a lot of smack about the Knicks and said some not nice things about my guys. I want to phrase this correctly because I don't just want this to come out like a hot take or like I'm trying to get a clip off. But after watching that game last night, like we are genuinely looking at it's just the most fraudulent MVP I think I've ever seen. Like when you compare his game to Jokic and you watch that game last night, I don't know how you can look at a guy that goes 10 for 30 with 14 free throws and some of the fouls that didn't put him at the line, but that he still got called fouls for. Like, dude, it's honestly just like absurd. Like people say Jalen Brunson is a foul baiter. I have not seen Jalen Brunson do 1% of the flopping that SGA does to get to the line. Like, it's just like, and last night was genuinely like embarrassing. Like Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle in the post-game press conference laughing at the stat sheet, looking at SGA's stats and how many free throws he got. And like the amount of clips from last night of him driving on Nickeil Alexander-Walker or his face when no one's touching him. Like the fact that we even compare that to what Jalen Brunson does when he gets mugged going to the lane every single time is just like absurd. It's absurd.
Yeah, that play at the end of the game, I know it was already over, but like when he fell to the ground and had that and one, like literally didn't get touched. Then he fell to his knees. I don't know how that's even possible. Also, like as a ref,
I've never seen a whistle like that. I've never seen a whistle like the whistle. Yes,
that should be like a reviewable call and go the other way. You know what I mean? Like that shouldn't even be a jump ball if it wasn't actually a foul on. I forget who it was. Was it Julius Randle? It's insane.
I think it was on. It might have been on Nickeil. No.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I mean, he said
intern Mason saying he's a foul artist. It's a skill. See, this is the problem. This is the problem, dude. This is the shit that drives me up a wall, dude. Is that we sit here and we call SGA a foul artist. I have never seen a player get a whistle like SGA gets. Like that, something like that drives me up a fucking wall, and I'm going to let it go. But I just want you to know that comment just drove me up a fucking wall.
I mean, yeah, it's an insane comment.
Dude, I do want to say Fruity brought it up and someone like tweeted this like video and it was like the Knicks and OKC if they're in the finals or whatever, like highlights, and it was just taking turns of Brunson and SGA shooting free throws for like 3 minutes.
Dude, if you watched last night's game and you think that Brunson and SGA are comparable in terms of the way that SGA gets to the line, like I can't even have a conversation.
Well, Brunson like tries to create contact to create separation and gets fouled. Like SGA will literally just try to bait you into fouling. Like he has no
flops.
He has no intention on actually making the basket before he gets the foul called.
He flops.
Okay, let me ask you guys. Like if you're in their shoes though and you know like you have like just a generational whistle and you're trying to win, are you not doing the same thing? Like if they're calling that, I'm doing it.
I'm doing the same thing.
I'm doing the same thing.
I'm doing the same thing, but it's like I also look at it if I'm a Timberwolves fan. That's the most frustrating way to lose a game of all time when like that's what you're dealing with on the other end of the floor. And I mean, you could also look at it, dude. If you're the Timberwolves, you can't have an 18-point third quarter. You can't have a 22-point fourth quarter. So just go win the game. You were winning that whole first half. And I think that's kind of what this Thunder team has built their entire season on. Kind of like slow starts, but then somehow being able to turn it on and completely turning into a different team going into the second half. Yeah. I do think it helps when you've gotten pretty much everyone in foul trouble because you're just flopping the whole game and it changes the way the other team has to play defense and it kind of demoralizes whoever's guarding him because you know no matter what you do that little whistle is going to be blown. So I can see why that'd be frustrating for Timberwolves fans. I don't think this series is over though. Like that was a bad game one loss. I think the one thing that I would take from it if I was a Timberwolves fan is one, turn the ball over way too many times. And two, it seems like they pissed off Anthony Edwards, which I think is good because every series that he's played pissed off in, he's won. And I think that first half kind of showed you that this Timberwolves team can hang with this Thunder team, and this Timberwolves team can definitely beat this Thunder team. It's going to be really hard to do though because I don't want to discredit everything the Thunder have done. They're a favorite for a reason. They're a 1 seed for a reason. They're a very, very, very good basketball team. SGA is a very, very, very good basketball player. But I still feel confident in the Timberwolves beating this team in 6 or 7 games. I really do.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked either if they won. I like the T-Wolves still too, but
the T-Wolves just have to be able to score inside. Like
they have to.
Looking at the box score right now, T-Wolves shot 51 threes, dude. Like they were just like settling for terrible jumpers. Like Naz Reid, don't even get me started. He sold freaking 6-man yesterday. But there was just like no effort to try to like push it inside. And when they did, they would just turn the ball over. And it's like, you have to clean that up. You cannot depend on 51 threes is insane.
Rudy Gobert is also like this most sad excuse for a center in the entire NBA. Like when he gets the ball on offense, there's literally no threat of him to score. Literally zero. He has no chance of scoring. I don't know if you saw him last night. He had like 4 turnovers on like literally handoffs. Someone handed the ball off with
frustrating.
A fairly clean lane, and somehow the ball gets thrown 30 feet. He is awful.
I think it's also too like, I mean, Dante DiVincenzo, you can't go 3 for 12. That's like embarrassing. Right. And this is the first time I've seen him take more than 3 shots in a game. So I don't know why we're waiting for the Western Conference Finals. I don't know why they waited till game 1 of the Western Conference Finals to go, okay, Dante, you have the green light now, because he hasn't been taking that many shots. I've been tracking Dante because I like Dante. He maybe takes 4 to 3 shots a game outside of this game 1. So I don't know why this game became the give Dante the green light game. But if he gets hot, that would be very dangerous if they finally find a way to include him in the offense. But again, if you're a Thunder fan too, this feels good. You kind of had a first half where it felt like, oh shit, this isn't going our way at all. And the second half, you came out, played really well on the defensive end and the offensive end. But it is, it feels like that Knicks Celtics game 1 where the Celtics shot 25% from 3. The Timberwolves shot 29% from 3. That's not going to happen again. So can you hold them back and win these games if the Timberwolves actually shoot like the way they can? Who knows? Maybe the Thunder just want them to jack those threes because it seems like the Timberwolves can't hit those shots. But I think this is going to be a really good series, and I think this game 1 was that first half at least was a good look into I think how back and forth this series is going to be. I think that second half was just I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, the SGA stuff is hysterical. The fact that like that's being compared to Brunson going up against power forwards down low and getting mugged at 6'1" against like 6'9", 6'10" guys, where SGA goes up against his cousin and just falls to the ground. Like, I think that narrative is just hysterical. And dude, there's a lot of people on Twitter not so happy with SGA, dude. There's a lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm seeing a lot of tweets.
I'm sure.
I agree with that comment, dude. The BK football talking. The Brunson hate is just so forced at this point. Like, and the fact that that's even getting compared, like, it actually doesn't seem like it is. Like, there's a lot of people that were like, dude, this, like, we thought that was foul. Like, this is foul baiting. So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how you guys feel about the series. I still think it's the Timberwolves in 6 or 7. I just think Ant is better. I don't know if that's a crazy take. Like, I think Ant is better than SGA. I don't know if that's a bad take, and maybe that ages poorly because SGA had an MVP year on a much better team. I think when you look at Ant's teammates versus SGA's teammates, I would wonder how that Thunder team would look if you put Ant on the Thunder. But I'd like to think that Ant is a better player, so I think that Timberwolves win in 6 or 7.
I mean, again, like, yeah, they definitely have a chance. It's just they're going to have to get inside on the Thunder. You cannot play perimeter ball with them because that's where they can lock you down out there. You have to, like, Gobert's going to have to stay or rise up to the occasion. Reed needs to rise up to the occasion. Like, they have to, like, play inside. That's how you beat the Thunder.
But, you have to.
Naz Reid plays like he's a small forward. I swear. He's 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's doing. Praying for his points for you guys, and I was a little ahead, so I'd see him miss those threes and just wait for the reaction. It was tough. It was so funny though, trying to get out of his seat every single time. Like, oh, oh.
It's just like, I don't get, Nas wants to be KD, but he's too big. He's too thick.
Yesterday,
you can't waste all that thickness.
He just shoots a laser. There's no arch. And I know like
Zero.
He gets red hot and he'll start hitting those or whatever. But yesterday they were just like, he was just shooting beams. I'm like, you're not even giving yourself a chance.
Yeah. His release is so quick.
Like, what are we doing?
I mean, his release is actually insane. I'm not even gonna lie to you. His release is crazy. But I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel, if you think the Thunder or Timberwolves are gonna win this series. I'm gonna take the Timberwolves in probably 6 or 7 if I had to give an official on that one.
I think I'm taking the Thunder.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take the Wolves in 7.
The Wolves have a chance, but again, I just don't know. I don't know if they're gonna step up. I don't know. The Thunder are a hard team to beat. I mean,
and they're minus 240 to win the championship.
Yeah, they're minus 240 to win the whole thing.
That's the Thunder are.
Yeah.
Good. The Celtics were minus 1,000 to beat the Knicks.
Good.
1,000. Which, shout out to Han for the most fucking stupid tweet I've ever seen in my entire life. $100 will lose you 100. I think 100 actually would have got you 750.
Not bad.
If you put it on the Knicks to win the series.
Not bad.
Not bad, right?
No.
You could have ate some juice, put 100 on minus 1,000 after a tweet like that, and made what? What would that be? 10 cents? Or what would you get out of that? Maybe a cent? 5 cents?
For what? Put 100?
If you put 100 on minus 1,000 Celtics to beat the Knicks,
$10.
what would that have gotten you? Like $1?
$10?
Could have got like an Angel Reese meal, I guess. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You could have got an Angel Reese meal.
I saw a tweet that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The All-American Rejects are doing a backyard tour, and I think it's actually sick. I keep seeing the clips everywhere. I guess on their Instagram, you can sign up and like put your house address or your fraternity house or your bar, and they're picking like a select amount to like go to these places. They did one at Mizzou. I just saw like at a fraternity house in Mizzou, and they just do a concert for you. And the guy was like, listen, we're not out here trying to get you guys to pay $25 for parking or $150 for the tickets. Like, we just want to bring the music back to you guys and hopefully give you some songs you heard when you were 10, 15 years old. And then they like rip into their shit. And, dude, it looks sick.
It does look sick.
Like, it looks sick. Like, they're having so much fun. If you guys haven't seen it, go look up All-American Rejects on literally any social media platform. Like, so good, dude. So good.
How about that?
Yeah, dude, they went to Mizzou. I saw they were at another college. Nate and the Twitch chat said he's draining his pool for them to come to his house. Like, dude, they're actually awesome. And I also love this idea, like, especially older bands like that, just bringing it back to the people, dude, because you're going to create a whole new fan base now of these kids that are like, dude, these guys came to my house, or like, I got to see these guys in a backyard and like they played this song. And like, now you're just creating that longevity of their legacy, which maybe they probably felt like was starting to die a little bit. And it's just such a genius.
Feel good bangers.
Yeah, dude. When you see my face, it gives you hell. Gives you, like, dude, that shit is
come on. Yeah.
But I love the move. I think it's a great marketing move. It seems like they're having a really like great time with it. And I think to their credit too, it's going to create like a whole nother fan base for them in a generation that probably maybe some of those kids had never even heard of them.
100%.
I love it though. The videos are so funny. They look like they're having so much fun. The singer just looks so sweaty.
Dude, he is sweaty. I'm like, what is he on? His eyes are like wide open. I'm like, all right.
How much blow at GTA did he do before these sets, dude? Maybe that's what they're doing. They're just going college campuses, just hitting every drug they could find in GTA. But I love it. I love the move. The clips look freaking awesome. We should try to see if they could come to the Frisco house one time before we have to move out. That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure that neighborhood would love that.
Oh my God, dude. We'd get a phone call the minute their car pulled up.
Oh, yeah.
2 minutes in the set, there's a helicopter over the house.
Yeah, before they plug the amps in. Other than that, I do want to talk about something really quickly before we get into the slate and before we talk about the Knicks and all that good stuff. It seems as though NFL players are going to be accepted into playing flag football in the Olympics So, the pipe workers in Poland that are going to see DK Metcalf running down the pipe at him, that's a tough look. It's going to be hysterical. But so they're basically saying that NFL players are going to be allowed to play in flag football in the Olympics. And I wanted to kind of the three of us go through and each give what our starting five would be. So you get a center, you get a quarterback, you get 2 wide receivers, and you get a running back. And obviously, when you think flag football, very mobile from the quarterback position. But I kind of wanted to go through and give like our starting fives if we were building our flag football team. And I think it's in 3 years, the next Olympics. So if you want, you can try to project if you'd like. But I guess I'll start. I'll do it. So I'm going to start with the quarterback position. I think either way, it's got to be Lamar Jackson. Even if it's in 3 years, 2 years, Lamar Jackson seeing Polish pipe fitters, like they wouldn't even know what they're looking at. And he pretty much already plays in the NFL. Like he's playing flag football with the way he stops on a dime and the way he can shake. I don't think guys from Brazil would even know what they're looking at when he plants that foot in the ground and takes off. My wide receivers, I'm gonna try to go a little deep cut here, and I'm gonna try to do some forecasting. I'm gonna go Jamar Chase, and then I'm gonna go Malik Neighbors. I think you give Malik Neighbors another 3 years in a flag football environment, he's gonna be disgusting. And I think Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the NFL. I know a lot of people like to say Justin Jefferson. I think it's way closer than we maybe think, but I always give the edge to Jamar. I think those two running at you, if you're a Scandinavian flag football team, you're probably shitting your britch with Jamar Chase and Malik Neighbors running routes against you. Running back, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people on social media saying Jahmyr Gibbs, and you probably want a pass catching back like that. Who's really speedy. It seems like Jahmyr is the easiest answer, but I don't know. After watching him in the OTAs, I almost do kind of want to go Kinshawn Judkins just after seeing what he did at Ohio State. But I think I'll do a guy that's in the NFL, and this will probably be my only homer pick, is I'll go Breece Hall. I just think the way he can catch a ball and how fast he is and how big he is, like I know size doesn't matter, but if you got a little Chinaman sitting in and Breece Hall catches the ball, I don't know if he would know what the fuck to do trying to grab that flag. So I'm gonna get a little homer there. I'm gonna say Breece Hall. And then my center, I feel like the center, you just gotta pick like a vibes guy. You gotta pick a guy that's just ready to do the gritty, grimy stuff. And I'm trying to think of a guy that I really like that fits that. And I'm thinking I just want to go. Like I saw someone say George Kittle. I thought that was a really good one. I think George Kittle would be a great
exactly what I was
guy.
going to say. It's funny you said that. It's exactly what I was going to say.
George Kittle would be a great center on a flag football team. But I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go with Derrick Henry. I think all I want this team is to walk out there and everyone that we're playing just immediately want to give up. And even though the center does nothing in flag football, when you see Derrick Henry walk out on the field, it just strikes a little fear in you. And I feel like just as America, when we walk onto the flag football field, we just need to strike a little fear.
Dude,
I just got to strike a little fear. Derrick Henry is a strike of fear kind of guy. So I'm going to go Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it's funny. Jonesy said I was going to say Max Crosby for the same reason, just to strike fear. Just someone who's like, holy shit. Like, I'd go probably Max Crosby. But dude, I think you built your team wrong. I think flag football, it has to be shifty fellas. It has to be all shifty fellas. So like start with a quarterback. This is where you'd bring in a Kyler, a Lamar. And those would probably be my first two options. Running back. Come on now, it's Bijan. He's shifty. He's a shiftier Jahmyr Gibbs. He can still catch the ball, but he's shifty and he's fast.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Mm-hmm. Now that would be a 1-2 punch for me. Those would be the two I'm picking between. But receivers, it's just like who's shifty, like Jamar Chase. Dude, prime Cooper Kupp would have been perfect for flag football.
Perfect. He would have been perfect.
I'm trying to think who else I'd get out there.
I just know Josh's team is going to be just piss me off. Who would you go for your 2 wide receivers, Lauren?
Probably like Jamar Chase and maybe just like a deep ball player like Brian Thomas.
I saw someone say CeeDee Lamb. I think he'd be gross in flag
CeeDee Lamb would be really good too. Yeah. Yeah.
Who would be your center?
Probably Max Crosby, dude. Just strike the fucking fear in him.
Strike some fear, dude.
I need someone who has neck. There's something about neck tats. I need someone out there that has neck tats and just looks like he will kill you.
Yeah, just yat it. All right, Josh. What do you got?
All right.
Oh,
I'll probably
Tyree.
go Lamar as
Tyree's
well for my QB. You have to. I don't know if there's anyone else that you could take. Lamar.
You're going Lamar?
Yeah, auto.
Yeah,
auto
okay.
Lamar. Running back. I'll go with Devon Achin, whatever the fuck is.
Like this is the shit, dude.
I mean, dude, he's a great pass catching back. He's fast as fuck. I mean, he'd be perfect.
Dude, Kyron's a sneaky one. Kyron would be good.
Receivers. LC might bust over this one. I'll go with Worthy.
Literally, I don't know how I forgot that one. Literally, Worthy. He's perfect for that.
And I'll go with Tyreek Hill. There's two fastest receivers in the league. Pulling, no chance. They can.
That's how you build it. It's shifty. You gotta have shifty fellas. It's all finesse.
Yeah. Center, I'll go. Let's just throw Patrick Mahomes at center. Just like, oh, they have the best player in the world, and he's not even playing. He's literally sitting there snapping the ball.
Pat Mahomes at center.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes.
It's crazy, dude. I might actually go. I'm gonna go Jaden Daniels quarterback. 3 more years, 2 more years. I'm gonna go Jaden Daniels quarterback. I like that. Book of Chew rating with a party of 10, sir. Your party of 10. Your table is ready. Welcome in.
Low-key, that dude on Team USA now, their quarterback's gross. Like that dude is so disgusting.
Don't get me started on him.
I mean,
don't get me started on him.
Highlights are insane. It doesn't look like football. That's the thing. Is like flag football, like at that level, like doesn't even look like you're playing football.
Wait, when is this? Like you said, 3 years from now?
Yeah, the next Olympics.
You know who's gonna be in the league by then?
Who?
Arch. Caleb Williams could do it.
The kid hasn't played a meaningful
I know. Just hypothetically.
And we're putting him in the Olympics.
Right now, I'm going with my Lamar or Kyler. But 3 years from now.
You know who could actually resurrect their career after they're out of the NFL by then is Anthony Richardson. He might be pretty good at that.
Yeah, maybe Quinn Ewers too. He'll be in the CFL, UFL, probably be working at State Farm at that point. Maybe he picks up little local flag football league.
Man.
I don't know if you saw his uniform picture to the Dolphins. He looks like a boner girl.
I thought it was just Ryan Fitzpatrick.
So, Mike, I do agree with you, but I forgot who. I think I was talking to Rav about this, and I was like, I think what like sucks all the aura out is that in the NFL they have to wear like the high socks. Like what kind of gives Quinn his like swaggers when he comes out with like the leg sleeve. You can't do that in the NFL. So it's just it kind of takes away your swagger, you know?
I was thinking that too when I looked at it. He's a sock away from.
He's a little leg sleeve away from like being all right.
Didn't he get rid of the tuck sleeves as well? Like those were like those flat sleeves. Now they weren't like tucked in like he used to have. Or am I wrong?
I don't know. I think
that could be
also
be part of the aura missing.
Could be, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Kids got no aura either way.
All right, come
on. We go band for band on Quinn all day.
Dude,
I don't know.
I still had that mullet.
I might rework my roster. I'm going to go Jaden Daniels quarterback.
Yeah, rework.
If we're talking shifty wide receivers, Garrett Wilson and Malik Neighbors. I'm going to go at running back. I'll go Jahmyr Gibbs at running back because I got Garrett out wide. And if you see some of the balls that Garrett has had to catch in the quarterbacks and the routes, like I actually do think he'd be a phenomenal flag football. So I'll go Jahmyr at running back. Center, I'm going to keep with Derrick Henry. We're just going to intimidate you.
Yeah. I think you got to think about it. Like the way to think about flag football is guys that aren't good at yak. Like just guys that are fast as shit because it doesn't matter. Like you're not getting tackled. So
exactly.
You don't necessarily be strong. Just be fast as shit.
Fast.
I agree. Well, I feel like we put together some good Olympic rosters now.
Dude, that's fun. We should do a video on that.
I like what we've done there. That was good. I like what we did there. I think we created a good team.
I think so.
Oh, Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, that'd be
Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, 3 years from now. Could absolutely be in the top.
I mean, you could also go because they would have to play defense, right? Like Travis Hunter would probably be a great pick too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like he could probably grab a flag or two. I don't know how good Garrett Wilson would be at grabbing flags. Derrick Henry would probably moose shit at it. But yeah, that's also something to think about as well, right? Because they have to play both sides. You don't get defense too, right?
Who would your linebacker be? I would probably choose a safety to be my linebacker.
Well, I don't know if you get two sides of the ball.
Oh, I'm sure you do. You have to. There's no way that you play both sides.
You think so?
Yeah, you'd have to.
You'd get a full. I mean, dude, you put a frickin'. So what? You'd get two corners, a linebacker, and a safety.
Probably defensive lineman too.
I'm just assuming the linebacker at base could be the defensive lineman because they can't actually rush.
Oh, they can't rush. I think they can rush after a certain amount of time.
Well, yeah, but they're just like standing there. So wouldn't you want like a linebacker that could potentially like jump?
I feel like you'd want some. I feel like I would want like a safety at linebacker, like a faster guy. I mean, Fred Warner wouldn't be bad either.
Yeah, Fred Warner would be good. I feel like you probably just go Pat Surtain.
Who?
Jade Barron, Mr. Jim Thorpe.
Jalen Johnson.
Maybe Jalen Johnson, Pat Surtain. Maybe Jalen Ramsey at safety.
Jesse Bates.
You just need someone that's going to talk some shit. You need someone that's going to like have a Japanese man running routes and like Jalen Ramsey's telling him that he's his dad.
Kyle Hamilton would actually be sick.
Kyle Hamilton would be unbelievable, dude.
What was that dude? Isaiah Simmons, the dude that has been bouncing around from Clemson. That dude would be gross at flag football. He plays like safety, linebacker, DN.
Dude, imagine if Ocho Cinco could have played flag football. He would have tore those people up.
That would have been so good, dude.
Ultimate shit talker.
Oh my god, dude. That's just like AB running routes against just like Pakistani men.
Not fair.
What the fuck are you gonna do, dude?
Yeah, the tush push officially did not pass. The ban did not pass.
Wow, so the tush push lives to fight another day.
Wow.
Wow, the tush push lives to fight another day. How about it? I thought it was gonna get banned. I'm being serious. I'm not just saying that to say that. I thought they were gonna ban it.
I'm kind of pissed it wasn't banned. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. It's kind of. Did you see 70% or 73% of Jalen Hurts' rushing touchdowns are through the tush push?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here we go. Snowman Sports might have done the research that we needed. It's a 10-man roster, and they're playing 5-on-5, no O-line, so you can have dedicated offense, defense, but a guy who can play both ways opens up more options for subs and strategies.
So Travis Hunter's auto on team.
Yeah, Travis Hunter has to be on team. Travis Hunter has to be on team.
Maybe Jabril Peppers, put him on team.
Yeah, I don't know if his legal situation would warrant him making the team.
Jabril's in a legal situation.
Yeah, I think he assaulted his woman. So that's no good. Speaking of women, though, do you see Jordan and Bill Belichick potentially may have tied the knot?
Yeah, well, they're going to, right?
Is that true?
How about it?
I thought that was fake.
I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you what. There's nothing I love more than watching Bill Belichick's legacy just crumble. This is just awesome. Like, what an idiot. How dumb you got to be Bill Belichick. And now when people go, you ever heard of Bill Belichick? This generation is going to go, oh, the guy's dating like Jordan Hudson. Like, they might say Jordan Hudson's husband. That would make my life worth living if he becomes Jordan Hudson's husband. The fall from grace, I've liked every single tweet. I've liked every single tweet.
Dude, I think Bill's just at the point where he's just kind of won at life. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to get a little young shorty.
But she's like ruining
that legacy is, I mean, that legacy, there's no legacy being torn down, man. We all remember what he did.
I don't know, dude. This new generation's kind of looking at him like, oh, the UNC head coach that's dating that crazy girl.
He did get 6 of them.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's talk some slate. Let's serve some slate. Let's run it. Here we go.
Serve.
Get me off here. Welcome back to Slate Servers, part of the show. Server Slate give you all the plays and parlays you need. We'll start with game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final preview. The Knicks are hosting the Pacers. I'm taking the Knicks -4.5. I'm taking the Knicks money line in a parlay. I honestly don't understand, and I would love to hear you guys talk about it because I'm sure these little segments are just going to be mute until they see my mouth stop moving for a lot of people that watch the show. But I don't understand how you can look at last year's series that went 7 when Julius Randle was on the bench, OG Anunoby got hurt for the series, Josh Hart pulled his admin and couldn't play, and Jalen Brunson broke his hand and still took them to 7, that this is going to be anything other than 4-0 Knicks. Like, I'm actually struggling to see a way in which the Pacers make this a series because everyone keeps talking about last year and what they did last year. We had Julius Randle was still on the bench. Like, we had nobody healthy playing the Pacers. And everyone in here is going to go, oh, GG, here we go. He said, I guaranteed a Game 6 win for the Knicks. Like, I guaranteed that on this show and on Surgical Stream. And it happened. And, like, I don't see a way that we don't 4-0 the Pacers. Like, we're going to blow their shit out tonight, and it's going to be a wake-up call. I mean, you have Jalen Brunson in interviews being like, yeah, that series still bothers me. And it's probably because 5 of our guys were hurt. Mitchell Robinson was out too with a broken ankle that he got hurt in Philly. We played that series without Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson with one hand, Josh Hart and abdomen, and no OG Anunoby, and it went 7. And they haven't changed their roster at all. We added Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges and just beat the reigning defending champions in the Celtics, and it feels like we're the underdog going into this series. And I'm just, like, tired of it. Like, this should be a 4-0. We're so much better than the Pacers, and everyone that brings up the regular season, we just played 2 teams that beat us in the regular season, and we just spanked their ass. So, like, everything that you thought you knew about the Knicks, I feel like you should probably throw it away. And anyone that wants to talk about last year's series going 7, like, I was scared of Jason Tatum. I was scared of Jaylen Brown. I was scared of Derek White. There is not a single person on this Pacers roster that worries me. Like, Tyrese Haliburton, sure, man, you're going to have way different looks this year because OG is fully healthy, and so is Mitch Robinson. And now we have Mikal Bridges. Nembhard, you don't scare the fuck out of me. Aaron Naismith, like, give me a fucking break, dude.
You know who should scare you, actually, is Miles Turner, with how Cat's been playing defensively and how much he's been fouling, especially not even playing against a good big man. Like, Porzingis fucking was terrible in that series. If he keeps fouling like he has been, Miles Turner is going to have his way with him, I think.
I think it's a different whistle, though. That whistle against the Celtics was fucking insane because Cat wasn't fouling out against the Pistons. So that whistle against the Celtics, like, I don't expect that whistle to be the whistle he's going to have against Miles Turner. Like, there's just no shot.
I think the Pacers are just kind of unique because, like you said, like, if you're just looking at individuals, it's like, yeah, no one, like, individually really scares me, but they just play so good as a team, and that's what's scary about them.
They also play defense now, which they used to not.
They play really good defense.
They used to not be able to play defense. Now they've actually figured that out. So.
No, I think y'all should win, but they are just like,
you should.
Yeah, they just play really good ball together.
We're somehow the underdog. We're somehow even hearing you guys talk, the Knicks are somehow the underdog to the Indiana Pacers when we just beat probably the best up-and-coming team in the East and the reigning defending champions who are minus 1,000 favorites. We're somehow walking into this series the underdog, and it's just like it's so annoying.
No, I have y'all winning. I just think it might be a little bit closer than you think just because of how well they play as a team. Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's not like the Pacers haven't done anything. Like, they just walk through the 1 seed as well.
That's true.
Who hasn't gotten past the first round in 3 years with Donovan Mitchell. Like, that doesn't mean anything to me.
I think that's why people are looking at the Knicks like this, because the Knicks haven't done anything in the last 3 years, and they're always a team that crumbles. So that's maybe why they're the underdog. That's why people are looking at it like that.
I mean, we'll see. I'm really looking forward to this game. I'm taking that -4.5 to my POD today. Like, I think we're going to blow their shit out. Like, I really don't think this is going to be a series.
Let me ask you, y'all being favorites by 4.5 at home, is that, like, weird to you, or is that, like, what you would expect?
That's what I would expect. We haven't gotten a single game of line respect in the first 2 series. So, I mean, I'm sure they value the Pacers beating a Donovan Mitchell team that hasn't done anything for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, sure. I mean, I think also you're going to get spreads where the Knicks got blown out by a lot of these teams in the regular season. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Knicks will be favored probably 4.5, 3.5 in the first 2 games, and then the Pacers will be 4.5, 3.5 in the other 2.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think it's Knicks in 4. Like I don't even feel crazy saying that. Like I think you're gonna see game 1, and maybe if I'm wrong, I'll come on here and I'm not gonna walk anything back, but I seriously think we're going to blow the shit out of them in game 1. Like this team shouldn't even be on the same floor as us and the players that we have and the teams that we just had to beat. Like I also think we would have 4-1 the Cavaliers. Like I don't see any problem in us doing that to the Cavs either if we just did that to the Celtics. So like I have no problem saying that I seriously think it's like the Knicks in 4 because I think by the time we get back to Indiana, and I feel like people are discounting, like the Knicks are pissed going into this series. Like the Pacers, maybe you're getting up for this series because it's a rivalry. The Knicks should have beat the Pacers last year. We should have advanced last year. So you're playing a team that, because of injuries, got the better of you in game 7 in New York. Jalen's pissed. Josh is pissed. Mitch is back. And Reggie Miller's on the call. So this feels like everything lines up for there's not a single thing that our whiteboard should be empty on in terms of bulletin board material, where if you're the Pacers, you go, oh, we did it last year and come in now.
Yeah. Dude, this series is interesting to me. This is the only series so far that I really I wouldn't be surprised if it went any way. Like if either team 4-0'd the other team or went 7 or 6 or 5, I would not be surprised if anything happened in the series, which kind of tells me it's going to go 7, but
yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I'm excited to watch this.
It's gonna be a great series. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a really good series.
Especially the chirps in the Bookit chat will be fun with you and Fruity.
Yeah, I mean that'll be. I posted the If anyone's looking for great content, just keep your eye on the feed between me and Fruity. And then hopefully, I'm actually hoping the Thunder make it past the Wolves and we 4-0 the Pacers, and the Knicks win an NBA championship on the Thunder. That would just I'd be done with sports for the rest of my life.
Between you and Trent.
I would literally just be done with sports for the rest of my life if that happened. I'd be good. I could just hang them up. Nothing would bother me. You can't say anything to me. That would just be literally the perfect scenario. But I posted in the Bookit community on Twitter. If you guys haven't joined it, make sure you go join it. That meme of that kid who I forgot that he existed. The kid that was like, I'm on your bumper.
Wait, what is it?
Do you remember that kid? He's like that he's like a cop, but he looks like he's 6 years old. And this lady's interviewing and he's like, I'm on your bumper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I brought that one back out. I put that in the Bookit community last night. I was like, hey, Fruity, and it's just that kid going, I'm on your bumper. So I'm really excited, dude. I think honestly it's gonna be a great series. I think this is what makes the NBA great this year, and why the NBA is so much fun, at least for this series. This is just such also an iconic rivalry for NBA fans and for Knicks fans and Pacers fans. This is the series that you wanted to see, dude. This is Paul George, Carmelo. This is John Starks, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller. This is. I don't think you could have drawn it up better in terms of if you're the NBA from a viewing experience. You get the biggest market in the NBA, arguably one of their best, the Knicks, playing Detroit, reviving that franchise, playing Boston, another iconic rivalry, and now you get the most iconic rivalry in the East, which is Pacers-Knicks. So I'm just excited to watch it too.
Yeah.
Either way, I obviously want the Knicks to win. I'm going to talk my shit about the Knicks for the rest of the playoffs. But I'm also just if I was a casual basketball fan, this is just going to be a great series either way, just because there's so much bad blood and such a great rivalry.
Dude, I was wondering, obviously you were doing those videos to Celtics fans because it's perfect, right? You hate each other. But it's the Pacers fans, do they talk shit? If you were to make videos, are Pacer fans going to come in and...
We're going to find out today.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what
I'm kind of looking forward to. I'm are they going to get up and talk some shit?
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah.
I would love if the Pacers fans got up for this series. I mean, other than Fruity, I know Fruity's always going to talk shit to me.
Right.
But Fruity could be a fan of any team and he would talk shit. I don't think it's just because he's a Pacers fan. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to make a video today coming out the Pacers fan base. I'm amped up, dude. I'm hoping to find their burners. That's what I'm hoping. I do think it's so funny that their social team made a post and it was the battle for the East, and they had to put the Pacers in New York City because there's no fucking skyline of Indianapolis or wherever the hell they play their basketball at. So I thought that was funny too. But no, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. The Knicks -4.5 for my POD. I don't know if you guys want to give out plays in this game. You obviously are more than welcome to give out the Pacers or the over or whatever you want to do. But Knicks minus 4.5 will be my POD today.
I like the under in that game, honestly.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of the under. I think this series starts off slow and chippy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that too. Yeah, I'm rooting for you, Mike.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I'm not taking the Pacers. Riding Knicks, and I like that under too.
We'll see. If the Knicks come out and look bad tonight, I'm sure everybody in their mod. I can't wait for the Pacers plus 4.5 are a mortal mega lock.
Yeah, that
tweet. That's loading. I got news for you. That's loading. We've got some day baseball, though. Everyone in chat keeps talking about it. Let's go through self-proclaimed baseball show here. The Cubs money line, Josh, yesterday was free as malt. Here we go.
Free as malt. Come on.
Free as malt. All right. What are you guys thinking for day baseball? Does anyone have any plays that they like? Does anyone have any teams that they're eyeing? I don't know how you don't take the Mariners minus 148 against the Moose White Sox, although the Pope seems to have done some work on that franchise. The Mets are completely chalked, it feels like, with Juan Soto now just coming out and not wanting to play for the Mets, it seems like. So that's brutal. How do you not just take the Red Sox in that one? What are you guys thinking? What do we got here?
I mean, I love the Cubs today again. Cade Horton has only had 2 starts in the MLB so far. It's been a little shaky, but I feel like he's played against a couple good teams. I feel like today is the day that he locks in and shoves against the Marlins. And him being minus 150 on the road, I think is pretty telling. He's got a 6 ERA through 2 games. So I love us.
I'm not with the Cubs. I'm going to take the Athletics again after losing to the Angels last night. I don't think the Angels get 2, so I'm going to be on the Athletics. Might as well make an Athletics Knicks parlay. I'm wearing the whole gear right now. Didn't even realize.
Kind of have to.
Lauren, anything on the diamond yelling at you? Anything looking at you funny?
No book plays really so far. I kind of want to dabble with the Orioles, but I know how that goes, man. And again, I'm auto fade. I've lost all the confidence, dude.
Let's get you to somewhere where you have confidence. The Dallas Stars kick off their playoff series against the Oilers tonight. Tell me how we're feeling.
Dude, I'm feeling good. This is just a perfect time for a look back. That get back is a motherfucker, dude. And I think we beat the shit out of them. It's time.
I'm gonna take this over. I think game 1 this goes over.
I think so too.
I really like this over 6.5 at plus chicken 2 plus 102. I'll take, dude. If there's one sport that I'm starting to not be scared of to click the plus sign, it's hockey. And I might just take the Oilers plus 110, not even to like fade you, but just saying like the hockey is, you could have had the Panthers at plus 124. They won by, like, I might just take the Panthers again next game, and then I'll take the Canes on the road. Then I'll take the Stars on the road. Like, I might as well just take the underdog in every single game because it'll pay. Like, the Stars are going to win one, if not both, in Edmonton if it goes there. So give me the Stars at plus chicken whenever they're in Edmonton. I don't know. Hockey's just so weird.
I don't like that from you, Mike. I don't like it from you one bit. So
the boys,
they closed it out at home this past weekend. They've just been home practicing. There's been no travel. The boys are dialed in.
That is true, dude. Good rest at home.
Come on, dude.
All right, I'll stay out the
in their own beds.
I'll take the over. All right. Or maybe Stars team total. What is that at? These are where I like to get dirty.
Yeah, that could
be 3.5 at plus 110. If you're going to beat the Oilers, you're going to have to score 4.
Probably.
I don't hate that either. If I wasn't already PODing the Knicks, I'd POD Stars team total 3.5. But how are you feeling about the series? You think this is like, obviously the get back is the get back, but
yeah, I think it's time. We've been here 3 years in a row now. I think this is the year they finally get past that hump.
And it feels like you guys got exponentially better from last year.
Oh, 100%. 100%. We finally have a guy like we can like trust in Miko. Because like Jason Robertson, like I do think he steps up in this series, but the previous years in the playoffs, our stars go missing. And I don't think that's going to be the case this year. So we're healthy again. I feel good.
I agree.
I feel good.
I like it. I'm excited for that series. I think it's going to be a really, really, really great series. We got great sports on tonight.
Great sports, dude.
Like if you're a sports fan, this is the perfect night.
Yeah.
Josh, do you have any other baseball plays you like before we move over to Prize Picks, and then I got to cook my lay?
I do actually. I just got one. Dude, there are a million games on today. Does every single team play today?
Yeah, there's almost too many. It's making me uncomfortable.
Actually, way too many. I'm going to go to the over in the Phillies-Rockies game. Over 11 with Taijuan Walker and Carson Palmquist. I'm going to go with the over in that game.
Okay.
I just want to get back to some Walker walks. Give me some of those today with an 11 total in Colorado.
Is he still walking like that?
I don't know. I haven't been that tapped since they took it off the board.
Okay. I was also looking at some MLB, dude. I've been obviously trying to dial in because we're about to be at summer MLB. Also, the PLL starts this weekend. Here we go. Can I hear one time? Come on.
Come on.
PLL on its way. I was also looking at, dude, how do I not just take the Astros minus 148 as well? Like, I'm starting to do my poopy brain of baseball betting like I did last year, which is just stating really bad teams. Like, give me the Mariners minus 148. Give me the Astros minus 148. Give me the Brewers minus 125. Like, how do I not just click those buttons?
Hunter Brown has also been like the best pitcher in the league this year. One of them. He has been absolutely shoving. If you had his 10 plus Ks, you're in rat, though. I'm pretty sure he's had 9 of the last like 6 games.
He has.
So how do I not click those buttons?
He gets hit around today.
Yeah. I feel like last game too, he had weird lines on prize picks, and he still like just didn't matter.
Okay. What about this Padres Blue Jays over?
Let's go see.
It's looking at me funny. What about the Rangers, Lauren? What we got DeGrom on the bump today against Yarbo and the Yankees. What's the Rangers report?
Ooh.
I like to think we could pull this one out. Like if there's a game we can beat them, I think it's this one. Dude, I don't know. The Yankees, we're just not playing very good, dude. Our bullpen just absolutely wrecked us against the Astros. We should have won that series. But maybe we get our swagger back. I don't know. But I mean, yeah, if you're gonna take the Rangers in any game, it's this one.
Okay.
I got another one. I got another one that I just found that I love.
Okay. I'm in WNBA right now too, so
D-backs Dodgers over 9.5. I mean, Corbin Burns and Dustin May on the bump, and we have a 9.5 total.
Yeah.
Feed me that.
That could be.
That's my POD. I'm taking that.
Okay. I'm in the WNBA right now. Dude, I don't understand how the Dallas Wings aren't good. You have Paige Enrique and Dejani Carrington. I don't understand how they're not good. Why are they plus 12 to the Minnesota Lynx? Like, why is that team not good? That feels like a really good
Lynx are like supposed to be the best team in the league this year. One of them. That might be why. They're kind of gutted.
Phoenix Mercury have nobody. How are they favorited? How does that work?
The Sparks don't have anyone.
I might just take a shot at the Wings plus 12, dude. I don't care.
I kind of like that over in that game. It's a high total. I feel like the Lynx. I don't think Dallas plays a lick of defense. The Lynx score a ton. Maybe just Paige gets some buckets on the other end.
Okay, I'm down for over 167. I think, that's the highest over on the board as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you what you can do tomorrow. Tomorrow you can shut the fuck up, take the Fever minus 3.5. No way they lose back to back.
Nope. Against the same team, they play them again. Interesting.
Yeah, no shot. That's a mortal mega. Dude, give me the Wings plus 12 and that over. I kind of like that.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
Do we know anything that's going on with the Sparks? Is Cameron Brink back, or what's the deal there?
They have what's her face, Kelsey Plum. She is on their team. Yeah, she had like fucking 38 against the Valkyrie in the first game. The Valkyries, whatever their name is.
Okay.
She busted.
I don't hate that. Maybe the LA Sparks plus 5.5? No, we're just going to do, just one. I'm not going to overload the card with WNBA. Just one. All right, Josh, it's that time. Self-proclaimed soccer guys.
Oh, my God.
The Europa League final is on today. Man United playing Tottenham. Man U's plus 125, Tottenham's plus 240. I feel like everybody in the chat already knows what I'm going to tell them to take. I don't think it's that hard to figure out. Go ahead, give me the over 2.5 and Man U. That feels
I'm going to take Tottenham to win the cup. The boys plus 125.
Wow.
Got some family that lives there, and they're fans of them. So
wow. Lauren, do you want to get involved?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to the pitch, man.
Neither do we.
I couldn't.
That's why they love it.
Name you more than one player on Tottenham right now. So.
Oh, Trent maxed, man. Yeah, give me Tottenham then. I'll take Tottenham.
I'll back Tottenham. I used to like them. Like when I played FIFA, I loved playing with Tottenham.
They better still have Son.
Son, he's still there. He actually came out and said, I've been here 10 years. All I want to do is win a trophy.
Let's go. Well, here it is. Get your chance right now, Son.
Yeah, let's go Tottenham. I like that out of us, huh? Let's as a show. Let's go Tottenham.
Son.
Josh Charles Schwab challenge kicking off.
Yeah.
The fact that a golfer's plus 240 and the next favorite is plus 2,200 is absurd. Is Scotty Scheffler really like that again right now, or can we take somebody else?
I mean, you could take someone else, but they're probably not going to win. I mean, this is in his hometown too. This is here in Dallas. So,
all right. I mean, just give me Scotty plus 240.
Yeah, I don't know how he loses this tournament, which is crazy to say, but yeah, I don't see who beats him.
Can we do versus the field? Like, is that a bet?
Well, that's like take the field. You mean?
Yeah, like
be like minus like 350 or something for the field.
That's absurd.
Yeah, you get every other player.
In golf, if that's the line, dude, I mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
All right, let's cook a little prize picks. Obviously, I do not have access to the Apple Prime in New Jersey, but I do have some squares that I like. Jalen Brunson, 2.5 threes. I think you saw it with Donovan Mitchell against the Pacers. I wouldn't be shocked if he dropped 30 in game one, hits 3 threes. The Pacers do play defense, but they also play really fast. And if you let the Knicks play fast, that's where Jalen Brunson thrives. So I'd like to put Jalen Brunson 2.5 threes in there, but I'd like to hear your guys' squares first before I go and cake Tanamo Bay the whole thing with a Knick player.
Josh?
I'm going to go to a GOAT who has just found something again. He said 2 days ago he found something in his last at-bat, and yesterday he had 24 fantasy points. We're going to go to Mr. Kyle Tucker fantasy, more than 7.
Ooh, okay.
Can always back that.
Lauren, what are you thinking here?
Oh, man.
Anything good? Anything crazy?
I really like Brady Singer K's today against the Pirates. If he can't get 5 against the Pirates, I don't know what to say. He should be able to get that. Worst case, it should be a push. Worst case.
Okay, I like that. I'm going to put Jalen Brunson 2.5 threes. Sorry, you guys are going to have to root for it.
Okay.
That's fine.
I was going to see where you guys are going. If you're both going baseball, I'm going to diversify.
I actually like that a lot.
Also, I will be contacting JJ today over the phone and making him place 4 different Knicks players lineup. So just want everyone to know that as well, that he's going to have to click those buttons. I'm also, dude, how do you also, if you're taking that over, Josh, I mean, Shohei Ohtani fantasies.
Yeah, I mean, we could take that too. I kind of like, I low-key kind of like the D-backs bats as well. Like maybe even more.
Okay.
Just because I feel like it's weird that May's up for 9.5.
Maybe DeJounte Carrington, PRA as well, if we're talking WNBA. All right, that'll be our main one. Let's make a reserves. Where we get a little bit freakier.
Okay.
I wish I could see the soccer stuff. Give me DeJounte Carrington, PRA. This will be the weird lineup of the day.
Okay, I got a weird one.
Carrington, PRA in the WNBA.
Eugenio Suarez, more than half an RBI demon.
Okay.
He's going nuclear tonight. He's hitting a bomb.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you're going demon, can I offset with a goblin?
Sure.
You absolutely can.
It's random. Nice and random.
All right. Let's see. Let's do... God, they don't have his goblin up. This Chris Paddock fella has been pitching way too good than I think he actually is. So give me Chris Paddock more than 3.5 hits allowed.
Oh.
Goblin.
Wait, It's 3.5 or 4.5, you said?
3.5.
That's insane.
Okay, I like that.
That's so low. Let's go. Come on.
So low, but he's only allowed 3 in the last 2 games. He's been just dialed in, pitching way better than again, like I think he is, and I think he regresses a little bit today.
Love that.
I like that. Okay.
What were the other 2?
Carrington, PRA.
Uh-huh.
In the WNBA.
And Suarez.
RBI demon.
All right.
Lauren, can you send me those screenshots you get a chance so I can call Fruity and have him lock those in later?
Sure can.
All right, my parlay today, I already cooked it, so I'll just let everybody know. I'll just let everybody know right now. This is the parlay. Oh, I'm pooping down my leg. Hold on. I'm pooping down my leg. I clicked the wrong button. Eat.
LC, what's your POD today?
Oh, yeah.
Or over the day? You could decide either one of those.
They just give me a Rangers ML plus check.
Okay.
I think it's plus check.
I love that. With the ground on the bumpy. POD, Josh, Knicks -4.5.
Oh, I knew. I already got that loaded up, brother.
Good stuff. All right, my lay today, 3-piece. That'll be on the Apple. If you tuned in, you get a little earlier than everyone else. Knicks money line, Athletics money line, the over, and Oilers stars. That's literally hitting in the jaw.
Enjoy.
All right, guys. I mean, I don't have much more.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for coming on. I mean, do we want to end the show the way we end every show?
You want to say anything else about the Knicks game? We're good on that?
I mean, I'm just like, I was literally having this conversation with one of my buddies yesterday on the phone earlier in the day. I've never seen any of my teams playing a championship. Obviously, the Devils won in 2002. I think I was, 4 years old, so I don't even remember. I don't even think I liked sports at that point. I've never, other than Liverpool as well, but I don't really count them in that core, like, American sports that I've been following my entire life. I've never seen a team play in a championship game. So I was like, this is the closest I think I've ever been in terms of, I think the Indiana Pacers are so beatable. I think we're so much better than them. And just to even have a chance to play in a championship game as a fan of a team, like, I'm amped, dude. Like, I'm excited. Like, I was nervous for every Celtics game because I thought they were better than us. Like, they just won the NBA championship. Like, there's no reason that they shouldn't have been a -1,000 favorite. I'm excited for this game tonight. Like, I'm ready for this game. I'm excited for this game. I think we're going to blow them out game 1. Like, especially after the energy in the Garden when we sent Boston home. They've stayed home. They're in their routines. They're getting their rest. Indiana had to travel. And, dude, the Garden is a different animal this year. Like, the Pacers might think they know what they're getting themselves into, but it's a different animal this year. And I don't know. I'm just excited, dude. I'm excited.
It's going to be a great series.
It'll be such a great series. Who do you think pops off tonight? You think it's the Jalen Brunson game?
Yeah, it's Brunson, dude. He just seems like in every post-game press or in all the press conferences and during the practices of the past couple days, he just keeps talking about how, like, he still thinks about that series. It, like, pisses him off and how he keeps thinking about it. And I just think he just, like, goes out there today and just takes off the reins. Whereas I feel like in the Celtics series, it was like, all right, we really have to play like a team. We have to beat this team like a team. Like, I think game 1, you pretty much roll the ball out there and let Jalen Brunson just go do what he's really great at, which is just torturing defenses. I'd like to also the amount of times last year in that series that Tyrese Halliburton just shit down his leg. Like, he only had 2 really good games. There was games where he had 9 points, where he had 11 points. Like, I'm not scared of him. Like, I don't think he plays well in New York. I don't think he's going to play well with this defense that they're going to get looked at for the first time. Like, this isn't the Knicks regular season defense. Like, they just had to play Jason Tatum, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Peyton Pritchard. Those guys can't even hold their jocks on the Pacers. So, like, I'm just so, like, I don't think our game plan is going to have to be as complicated as it was to beat the Celtics. Like, I think we, man for man on defense, can play man the entire game. And if we have to switch, I'm not worried about any of the matchups. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm so amped. I literally cannot wait. I hope this is our coming out game where it's like, oh, the Knicks are actually for real, because it seems like everywhere I look on social media, the Pacers have already beat us in 7.
I haven't really been seeing that, honestly. I've been seeing.
Dude, I've been seeing. I mean, obviously, fucking who's that big boy? Stupid Windhorst, after getting bullied in the streets of New York, is obviously going to go on ESPN and be like, well, the Knicks, here's the thing about the Knicks, after saying that, like, he would fucking, maybe he should get on the treadmill after the Knicks beat the fucking Celtics. But being like, if they win one game, they should celebrate in the city during the Celtic series. And then, of course, he's walking the streets of New York and gets bullied a little bit, and now he gets on every fucking TV station he can get on and is like, here's the thing about it. The Knicks, they're really good. Jalen Brunson's probably the best player left. Like, they should beat the Pacers. So I don't take any account of
what I will say, though,
you're saying.
I mean, yeah, I don't know why the fuck that he's doing a media tour, but like, why the fuck are we throwing garbage at a random dude? Like, that's just like scummy behavior.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like New York guys. Like, you just can't control them. Like, there's no reason to be doing that. They shouldn't have done that. I think the video of the kid getting in his face is fucking hysterical. But the throwing shit at people and like hitting the Pacers fan in the jersey, like, I don't think people understand. Like, New York is actually a jungle. Like, if they win anything, like, it's gonna be out of control.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I thought that was like more like a Philly thing to do, like assault other teams' fans. I didn't know New York was in on that.
Like, you'd like to think, but New York hasn't had the success to be able to do that. But New York has like crazier people than Philly, and I think it's starting to come out here.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't condone that. I think that was crazy. But I do love the fact that kid got in his face and was like, "What do you think now?" And like, Windhorst's big ass was like actually about to start a sentence, and then he was like, "I don't give a fuck." Like, that shit, I think, is so funny. But yeah, dude, New York people are just as scumbags as Philly, dude. Like, we just aren't good at sports.
Did you see Halliburton's flying out that kid that I guess Knicks fans attacked, and he's gonna
I think also, dude, like, why are you wearing a Pacers jersey to the Knicks celebrations? Like,
no, he was asking for it. He's asking for
obviously he shouldn't have gotten trash thrown at him, and he shouldn't have got hit because it's sports, but also, like, why would you ever wear that jersey and then walk to Madison Square Garden and like be in the middle of those celebrations?
Yeah,
dude, I went to the Cubs parade one time, and one of my friends showed up in a White Sox jersey, and a dude literally threw an unopened Sprite can and beamed him in the head, like from 10 yards away.
Jeez.
It was
see, like, that's the shit.
God, it hit him like on like the side of the can though, so like he didn't actually hurt him, I don't think, but I mean it came out of nowhere. Like he did not see it coming.
Goodness.
He could have been.
Jeez.
He told him that he fucking deserved it though. I guess so. I guess maybe I don't feel bad for that guy. Maybe fuck that.
I mean, I don't feel bad for him. I feel bad for Windhorst. Like, he's just doing his job, and like people throwing shit at him. Like, I think people getting in his face is really funny. Shouldn't be throwing shit at Windhorst. But the kid that shows up in the Pacers jersey, like, he knew what he was doing. He knew what was coming. Like, dude, have you watched any of the videos after the stadium? Like, do you think you should be walking around there in another team's jersey? Do you think you should be poking this fan base who's actually out of their mind?
Yeah,
they're gonna have to bring in the National Guard.
Some guy literally said he would let Jalen Brunson, the New York Knicks team, if he had a sister, run train on her. That's on the internet forever. Like, he said that. That's on the internet forever.
Did he say if he had a little sister though?
Yeah, he was like, if I had a sister.
Well, good. Mike, you like that? Look at this.
Oh, a little mood lighting, dude. How about it?
Now you see the colors?
Yeah, dude. I fuck with it, dude. I do. Yeah, that's literally the Empire State Building right now. No, but I mean, I think it's gonna be a great series. Like, obviously, all that stuff is whatever. I mean, I will say the one thing that does kind of anger me is, like, I like Stephen A, but like, just like pick a lane. Like, before that Celtics series, he was basically mailing in, being like, you know, everyone in basketball, the Knicks probably don't win more than one game. And then now the Knicks have won every game. He gets back on ESPN and he's just like, Knicks are winning the NBA championship. It's like, dude, like, I don't know. Stuff like that drives me a little crazy, where it's like, just be like, if you're a Knicks fan and Stephen A, just stand on business on ESPN, because no one else stands on business for us. And that's why, like, Windhorst thought shit was sweet walking to his hotel after saying that the Knicks should celebrate if they win one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Stephen A. just has to come at it from like a different point of view because obviously he's a fan, like he likes them, but like I feel like he tries to be as realistic as possible. Because I feel like you have to second guess yourself. If he's been a Knicks fan for that long, he has to second guess them at this point.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, dude. That one kid that made that video that was like, call the National Guard.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Like, dude, it might get bad in New York. Like, people think that like this would be fun. There's a part of me that's like, man, if the Knicks won an NBA championship, I'd obviously want to be in the city, but that would be a really scary like 48 hours.
Dude, like the mayor of New York might want the Knicks to lose. He might not want them winning that thing because he is going to have some problems if they do.
Get those windows boarded up.
Literally get the windows boarded up. All right, well, we're towards the end of the show. Someone in the YouTube chat just said, "On Bloods, what you poo butts doing?" We're just talking ball, man. Thanks for stopping by. Caitlin, that was the tier 1 sub. Here we go. All right, guys. Well, Lauren, obviously, as always, thank you for coming on. If you want to say goodbye to the people, and then Josh, you know what to do.
Yeah,
Peace, chat. We will be.
All right, chat. This is how we end every episode. Little Mikey Core. Hopefully, you guys missed me. I know I missed you guys so much. Every time that I have to go do stuff or fly home and I miss a couple episodes, it always reminds me how much I do miss you guys in the chat, and how much I miss doing this show, and how much you guys are a part of my life. And I don't know, it's just nice to be back and seeing like yay lads and seeing all the guys in the chat that I see every single week, and you guys showing up even when we miss 2 days, because there's a part of me that sometimes goes, oh, I missed 2 days, we're gonna have like one viewer when we get back. So it's awesome to see everyone back in the chat again. I missed you guys more than you can even imagine. But I just wanted to talk about at the end of this episode really, really quickly. I had something written down and now I'm struggling to find it. So I guess I can just talk from the heart here. But I just wanted to talk about this. You know, there's something going on in my my extended family that's been pretty upsetting, and I think just the one thing that we keep telling each other in my family at least is just keep going. Like, life is going to do a lot to knock you down, and it might take certain people out of your life, like my grandmother, my one extended family member is going through something where he might lose someone. And just the idea of taking this step forward, I've really tried to embody and just keep going. Like, life is just going to feel impossible sometimes. Life is going to go every round with you every single day. There's not many days where life is going to show up to the boxing ring and be like, you can have this round today. Like, I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep well last night. I need some water. Life never does that. Life shows up and gives you every single minute of every single round. And just to say this idea of you just got to keep going. Like, there's just no other option other than just keep going, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how dark it gets, no matter how sad you may feel. It will all pass, and you're going to get through it, and you're going to be stronger for having gotten through it. And I think that's what makes life so special, is this idea of you get stronger every day you stay in it. You become a better person every day that you attack it. But it's going to knock you down. It's going to knock you down, man. It's going to knock you down. It'll have you at your knees. It'll have you on your stomach. Pause. But life happens every single day. And I think just this idea of, like, I really do mean it at the end of every episode when I say, just please take a step forward for me. And I think through doing this show, we've learned that it's about that effort, not the result of taking that step forward. And I just urge you to please never let that little flame die in you when you wake up and don't want to take that step forward, because I know how hard it can be. And sometimes we're going to take steps backwards. And hell, I've taken steps backwards in front of the camera, in front of you guys, and I probably won't be the last time you've seen me do it. But just please, just attempt to take that step forward today. Be the better person that treats someone nice, even if you're having a bad day. And just really, really, really give it your all to take that step forward, because I know how hard it can be, and I know how hard life can get. I love you. Even heard that today. I love you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You have no idea how much it means that you give me your time in the mornings, or if you're watching this later, that you gave me your time in the afternoon. I know the only important thing we have in this life is time. You never get it back and you never get more of it. And the fact that you guys choose to spend some of that time with me, Josh, and Lauren, or just me and Josh some days, that means more than any paycheck, accomplishment, like, or viral post that I can ever put out. The fact that you guys really spend your time with us. And I know how valuable that time is to you guys, especially when you have real jobs and real responsibilities and you take a little bit of time out. Hopefully we entertain you a little bit. Hopefully we make you laugh, hopefully make you smile. We got back in that Caitlin Clark crash out bag today, which I'm going to try to stay out of this year because I'm growing up. But maybe you guys missed some of that stuff, but I just really appreciate you guys in the chat. Like, I really, really do on YouTube and Twitch. I really appreciate you guys giving us your time. I know BTL feels the same way. Surgical Stream, our night sweats. Like, the fact that you guys give us your time is the most important thing. And we really, really appreciate it. So have a great rest of your day. I love you guys so much. Tune to BTL right after this. Tune into Surge Stream right after that. We got everything you need today. I'm sure they're doing some night sweats. I wish I was back in Dallas to do night sweats, but unfortunately I'm home. But just know I will be too. I might do a space tonight on Twitter. We'll see how I'm feeling. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Go tune into BTL, same channel. Just refresh it. They give you all the good stuff you need for this like today. I love you guys so much. We'll see you here tomorrow, same time, same place.